Hey guys, it's Caleb from Rokblokz. Today in the shop, we're working on this 2025 Toyota 4Runner. We've got a new mud flap kit for it, so let's go ahead and show you how to install it. Here we have the tools laid out that you'll need for install. Today we'll be using a Phillips head 3. We'll be using a insert puller. We'll be using an 1/8 inch Allen. We'll be using a mallet to help press in some of the flange nuts, and then a level. Here we got the front laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your front main flap for that corner. You'll get your front spacer and then the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that hardware on the screen right now. Now, before we head to the vehicle, we're going to do some pre-assembly by pressing in our flange nuts into our spacer and then mounting that to our main flap. So to do so, we're going to take our flange nuts. We're going to press them in from the side with the etching. And you'll just press them in, matching the hex-shaped holes. If you're struggling with it, you can always take the mallet and use that to help, or anything that's kind of hard and you can get a good grip on, you can use that to help press into it. Now with those pressed in, we're going to align it with all the holes in the flap along here. We'll flip it over and we'll secure it with our number 10 screws. Those all started by hand. Now we're going to take our 1/8 inch Allen. Get those tight. Get them till they just barely start to compress the mud flap. And now we're good to head to the vehicle and begin installing. Here we are at the front fender. To begin, we're going to remove the 4 OEM screws along here. These are just a 10mm. You can take your 10mm socket or wrench, get them loose. We've already left ours pre-loosened them, so let's get those out of the way. And then you'll notice this vehicle is running larger tires, and they've already removed the inner portion here. You don't have to remove that. The little ear here will tuck behind that inner fender cap. And so, yeah, in this install we won't have it, but just know when you are installing with it, you can just scoop that up in there, align all the holes, and secure it. But for us, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. We'll take an 1¼ inch washer with an 1¼ inch screw. And we're just going to go into that bottom OEM insert. Get us started by hand. Grab another screw and washer. Work my way up. And then for the next 2 holes, we're going to place our 5mm spacers between the flap and the fender. Get these all started by hand. Then we'll come back and get it snugged down a little bit, adjust our flap, and then do our final tightening. Now with that snug, we can go ahead, check along the bottom with a level, get it set to where we want it, and fully tighten our screws all the way down. With those fully tightened down, that completes the front install. You can repeat these same steps on the other side. Now let's go ahead and jump to the rear. Here we have the rear laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your main flap for that corner. You'll get a and B spacer, and you'll get an H208 pull tab that's going to lock all those together. Then you'll also get the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that hardware on the screen right now. Before we head to the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and do some pre-assembly here on the bench. We're going to take our B spacer, and from the side with the etching, we're going to press in our flange nut just into the hex-shaped hole on the upper portion of that. Use our mallet to help seat it. And then we're just going to set our spacers from A on top of the main flap and then B on top of that. And we're going to slide this tab through all of them. I've found that sometimes it's easier just to go one at a time. So we're going to take our pull tab and slide it through the bottom slot on the flap. We'll pull that into place, clicking it into place. We'll slide our A spacer on first, which is going to align with both the main hole and the securing hole here for just the spacer. This is also going to act as a spacer for this rear hole. And then we'll put the B spacer on. And that's going to have our nut on there. Now we're going to take our number 10 machine screw. And that's going to go through the flap, through the A spacer, into the B spacer. And that's going to build this whole lower spacer section onto the flap. And take our 1/8 inch Allen and secure that. Now we're good to head to the vehicle and begin installing. Here we are at the rear fender. We're going to begin by removing the factory fasteners. You'll remove a screw from here. You remove a screw from here. You remove the 4 inserts right here, right here, right here, and right here, and then we'll remove the bottom screw here. So we've already pre-loosened our inserts, but you can just take a flathead or a pry tool, pop the centers, and we'll pull those out. Pre-loosen this one. We're just going to set those to the side for now. And go ahead and we'll take out the bottom. The screws just have that Phillips head or a 10mm socket that you can use for those. Now we're going to take the liner right here and we're going to pull it around. We're going to take the inserts, these small inserts, and we're going to push those into that piece of liner, that trim there, and we're going to tuck it now back behind the fender, making sure that the plastic sits in front of the painted bumper portion and it goes behind the fender. We'll get that back into place, aligning everything back together. Now we're going to take 2 of those OEM inserts and we're going to secure that inner liner back into place. With all those in place, we can now start mounting our flap. We're going to take our flap, and I like to start with the innermost point, which will be our longest 2-inch screw. We're going to place a washer. On the driver's side, we're going to use this hole, and on the passenger side, we're going to use the outermost hole here. So we're mounting the driver's side, so we're going to go ahead and use that hole that's closer towards all the other holes. And I like to do this so that I can see and get that inner point aligned, get it started by hand. And now I'm going to work my way to the bottom hole. And for that one, we're going to take our medium washer with the flathead screw. And we're going to screw that up into that bottom OEM insert. This washer has a larger inner diameter, which allows that flathead to countersink quite a bit into it. And so we're just going to get that snug but not fully tight and return to the inner holes. Now for the last 3 holes, we're just going to take our 1 1/4 screws for this middle one right here in the fender. That one has the spacers that we pre-installed as the spacer for that. So we're going to go ahead and Get that one started. We'll work our way up, and the next 2 holes are going to be the same size screws. We're going to place a 5mm spacer on the back side between the flap and the fender. Go ahead and get those in. For that top hole, place our spacer behind it. Now we can go ahead, get it fully adjusted, check along the bottom with a level. Once we find where we like it, we'll go ahead and fully tighten down our screws. Now with those fully tightened down, that completes the rear. You can repeat these same steps on the other side. Thanks for watching.